Yo,
my guy. How you?
super
What's
Zab,
up, man?
super Judah, my bro.
Yeah, what's good, buddy?
Yo, me and Zab go way back. Gleason's
Fact,
11, 12 years old.
fact. We
What's
was
going
kids.
on? What y'all talking about?
So
Spence
what you say about
Pandora.
this
Oh, Spencer
Spencer
Fondora?
Pandora?
That's interesting, man. Interesting fight.
Wow.
Um,
So so
I just think
so are
that,
you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you basing your opinion off of Spence because of the Terrence Crawford fight?
yeah, that plays a part in it. That plays a part in it. Like, I need to know what Errol we gonna see. Even though I think Errol's he's a dog and he's a hell of a fighter. So I'm not judging him on that one loss, right? That happens. I mean, in the sport, that's only one loss. That's one thing I'll say that a lot of people are writing Errol off for one loss. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me because he's
Crazy.
still a phenomenal fighter.
Mm,
I think Errol could really walk Fedora down. You know what I mean, and really hurt him with the body attack. But look, that kid is young, bro. He's long. You know, he can punch. Uh, it's an interesting fight. I'm gonna ride with my boy Errol on that, but I wouldn't be shocked if maybe he's not the same fighter. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's not. He's done a lot in the sport. You know what I mean? He's made money. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to see what Errol looks like when he's back out there, man. But
So
I'm rooting for him.
it's safe. So it's safe to say if he doesn't come in, as in some decent. I mean, if the abuse really took a toll on him, then he's not going to be the same guy that we expecting to come in the fight. And if he is the same guy that we expecting to come into the fight,
He
are
wins.
you looking? Yeah, he wins. And do you want to now? Does that makes a Terrence Crawford fight that much bigger?
Um, he would have to win in spectacular fashion, right? And even so, the way he lost against Bud, it's hard to think that the fight will go different even at 154. I'm not saying that it wouldn't, but it's hard to sell that to the fans, right? It's hard to
Right.
sell that to most people for that fight. That hey, even though look, when it comes to fight fans, they're fickle, right? You're as good as your last fight. They remember your last fight, right? So let's
Right.
say Errol goes in there and steamrolls Fondora. Yeah, the conversation will start to happen. He was drained at 147. He's gonna be better at 154. So he might be stronger, but that fight with Bud wasn't about strength. It was about skill, bro. Like it was
Mm.
just timing and footwork, placement. Bud didn't waste his shots. So it's not like it was a strength thing, like he steamrolled him. He outskilled him in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So why would it be much different? You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what most people that really watch the sport are gonna think. But again, like Bud is my he's a good friend of mine, so I'm always gonna be a little biased, but I do F for Errol as well, and I think that he should move on from that fight, from the Bud fight, um, and look for other things, even though they ended up in the same weight, right? So it's like it's inevitable,
Right.
especially if Errol wins. If Errol
But what about
wins,
but what about at 54 now?
no,
What
that's what I'm
about that fight at
saying. At,
54? Yeah.
at, at 154, I don't know if the fight really changes much.
It
I
don't
think
matter.
that huh?
It don't matter.
Nah, it don't matter. Not for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. I don't. I think because it's just matchup stylistically. It's just a bad matchup for Errol stylistically. It's not about strength or power. I think Errol would be a better fighter overall at 154, but I'm not sure if he's good enough to, what I'm saying, to make a different fight against Bud. But I still think that he would do well and beat most guys out there. And Bud does want to be undisputed at 154. So they might end up having to fight again if Errol goes on and wins and beats Fundora and has some straps. And obviously, Bud is about to fight in August. So they might cross paths again only because Bud wants to be undisputed at 154 again. He really just wants a Canelo fight at 168, you know what I'm saying, and ride off to the sunset, big payday. Bud is 36 years old, 37 years old. He has 6 kids. Like, he trying to chill. You know what I mean? He
Go
just wants a
fishing.
couple of big
Go
fights. Yeah,
fishing.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Ride off
Yeah.
with another 20, 30 mil. Go relax.
I
You know
ain't
what I'm saying? That's
mad.
what
I ain't
that's what
mad.
y'all do it for, right?
That's the
So
dream.
who
Right.
knows? But I want Errol. I would love to see Errol like fit. Come back from that loss and win a big fight. You know what I mean? And put that shit behind him. Hell of a fighter. Hell of a man. Good father. I want to see him do well and end off on top, opposed to people remembering him for that fight. You know what I mean?
I want Earl to get a tune-up, but if he goes out there and beats Fundora, run it back.
Yeah, I mean, look, Errol said he.
I can't hear. Y'all still there?
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Ak.
I can't hear him. I'm saying if he pulls this fight off against Fundora, then run it back.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, no, you said you want to see him. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
You
I'm
said
saying
you
Now,
if
yeah.
he
want
beats
to see him. You said you want to see him do a tune-up, but I'm saying Errol said he doesn't do tune-ups.
I got that. I'm saying, but if he comes straight off of what he went through and beats Fundora, run it back.
Yeah, I mean, he might have to because Bud wants to be champ in that division and he'll have a title. You know what I'm saying?
Run it
Because
back.
he's fighting for it. It can happen, bro. I don't know if the outcome changes though.
It may not, but people gonna go crazy. Everybody gonna use all the same excuses that you said. He was drained. He
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
distracted.
yeah.
Minutes
That's how
cut.
you gonna sell. That's how you gonna sell the
Right,
fight. That's how you gonna sell it. Look what he did to Fundora. He's strong now. It's gonna be a different fight.
right.
But you got to remember, Bud is gonna be strong at 154 too.
Hey, hey, listen, man.
Bud is gonna be
This is what
strong
we
at
do it
154
for, man.
too.
This is what we do it for.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'm coming, yo. I just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick, yo. Peace and love, man.
All right.
I'll see you
For
soon.
sure,
All
my
right, later,
guy. All
Zach.
right.
All right,
Later, my guy.
later.
Salute. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the new YouTube channel, Before Champ. So, a lot of mixed emotions with this fight with Fundora and Spence.
Sound like
And I feel like the question is if is Spence the same Spence after that fight?
Mill City.
sounds like an excellent fight to me.
Mill City. You going to the place you bet. Where you putting your parlay on when they fight?
When they fight?
He gonna parlay it? You gonna parlay it? Nah, you're not
Where
even
you
gonna
put your
do it.
parlay at?
Wait a minute. You gonna parlay that bet?
Why not?
Damn, that's not a parlay bet right there. That's a straight bet. We are talking about.
You better give yourself some odds.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, in the gambling community, these guys are just disrespecting these fighters in the gambling community. Their
My
value
man,
is down
my
there.
man
Oh,
said T-Buzz. That's fine. Even if he stops him again. I'm saying this, right? If Earl go out there and beat Fondo, right? Which I don't think he will without a tune-up. But if he goes out there and beat Fondo, run it back.
Salute, y'all. What up?
blow
Dad,
it
what up?
up.
What up,
What's
Dad?
up, my guy?
Yeah, just for the record, yo, you was my favorite too. You coming up in Boston.
Thank
You
you.
was definitely one of my favorites.
Thank you.
But yeah, I want to jump on this. I want to jump on this thing that y'all ain't nobody talking about. Ain't nobody talking about. Like Earl said, this one thing I want to talk about though. I mean, if I got the time, y'all give me the time. But look,
Yeah.
Earl said, this might be my last time. Everybody knows Earl be writing these cryptic messages. The one thing that I took from it, like maybe that's his last time fighting at 154 because he did offer Ryan a fight at 160, and 160 ain't nobody there to take over that division. I mean that's just a little thought that came through my mind. You know what I mean? But I want to remind everybody. Everybody know that Terrence Crawford beat Earl Spence. What everybody ain't talking about that every time Earl got dropped, like word is born, the referee really regular counts. Earl was back on his feet before the ref got to 3.
No,
That tell you like that tell you right there that he ain't had no legs. But it came from Terrence Crawford damage. And then during out the fight, Earl Spence wasn't getting better. Terrence Crawford was hurting Earl Spence in different spots. Like when Earl Spence hit Terrence Crawford didn't plan to go back to that rope. Terrence Crawford just know that if I go back to this rope, I know what Earl's next move is, and I got an uppercut waiting for him. I think Earl Spence buzzed Terrence Crawford with that overhand. That's when Terrence Crawford went back to the rope. And yeah, he knew Earl Spence, his body. Terrence Crawford did his homework on him too. You know what I mean? And he caught him with the uppercut. So when I think, look, Earl Spence finished the fight on his feet. I think when Earl was getting hurt by Terrence Crawford, what everybody is overlooking, ain't nobody paying attention to this part. Earl Spence wasn't getting hurt like every punch Terrence Crawford landed on him. It was like when Terrence Crawford set something up nice, and Terrence Crawford was setting it up as they was fighting, though. It just, Earl Spence was just on a mission. I want him now. And Earl Spence said this in the interview a while back, like, when I get into a fight with somebody, and if they outwork me, then he said, he basically, you just go for broke. And that's what he showed in that Terrence Crawford fight. Find an interview when Earl Spence said that. I'm not saying the exact words they said, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I think that with Earl Spence moving up to 154, this fight right here, and his body for the first time, he asked Danny Garcia. Remember, he said, oh, I know it felt good to be at 154. His body for the first time going into a fight, and it could breathe a little bit more. Like, y'all got to understand, his speed can go up too. Like, his body can feel before.
Are you saying this to say you think Earl can win the rematch? Is this what is leading?
I mean, I look at boxing, man. Like, for real. Like, I look at boxing. Like, I would say Terrence Crawford would beat Earl Spence, but I wouldn't be shocked if Earl Spence came up with a game plan and beat him. I just wouldn't. I looked at too many fights in boxing. I'm 40 years old. You know what I mean? I looked at too many fights in boxing that I would be shocked and blown off my feet. Like, you know what I mean? I still talk about that with my boy Zab when you drop Mayweather. I'm still debating with dudes to this day that you dropped them. I'm showing them videos, everything. Like, look, his glove touched it. Like, word is more. Like, but all I'm saying, like, I got my favorite fighter, which is Earl Spence. I got a couple of other fighters that I love too. But I'm talking about, but I ain't never gonna go balls to the wall, go crazy, just making up things about him because he's my favorite fighter. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know this sport, which what we seen, nobody wasn't expecting it. If Earl had a game plan, and then his body was depleted. Like, we don't really know. I'm not using that as no excuse. No, I'm just saying what if. And his body breathing more. I mean, his body get that extra y'all know that. Like, I used to be on the weightlifting team, and it was days that I went in there and I gave a little extra got everybody pumped up. Like, when I was able to bench press this you know what I mean? Like, and certain things you can do, you motivate your body, man. Like, and then with Earl Smith, you got to think about in boxing, Dad. You know this. With Earl Smith, how many 10 years? 10 years he welterweight. Earl Smith ain't no small dude. Like, you know what I mean? He a big dude, so you gotta, like, I'm saying, just put all that in there too. His body might be feeling different. He might be that newfound power that everybody be saying. I'm just saying, it's not about power either, because Earl got skills too. Earl stopped moving his head when Terrence Crawford hit him in that second round, and he dropped him, and he was embarrassed in front of everybody, and he was hurt too. Like, Earl wasn't listening to Derek. Nobody meant nothing. He wanted Terrence Crawford to feel what he felt, but Terrence Crawford was still thinking while Earl Spence going crazy in his mind. Like, bro, that's why I feel. But I just feel like this Fundora fight, like everybody, the way they talk down on Earl, like I said, I don't think he took a lot of punishment. I mean, I ain't gonna say that because he took punishment in the fight with Terrence Crawford, but I don't think it was the way everybody, like the way they saying it to people, like they making it seem like it was a constant thing. It was moments in the fight, but Earl Spence stayed on his feet at the end of the fight when people that Terrence Crawford and like for Kell Brook, for instance, I'm up, but I mean, y'all know what I mean. I don't want to use this, that. But people went to sleep off those punches that Terrence Crawford just dropped Earl Spence with, and Earl Spence got back up in like 3 seconds looking at him. And it's not like he was out of his mind. Like, I'm just saying. And with a guy, for the first time, to me, I peeped out something too. He was 147 on the nose when they weighed in. Earl Spence never been 147 on the nose.
That's how you know this weight.
I know, but you know what? You get. I look at boxing, man. And Zab, you know what I mean.
Do you know what he means, Zab?
Yeah, I got him.
Word.
You know.
Word. Do you have a question off of that?
Nah,
No,
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I mean, I could tell he's heavily, Earl Spence based. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just thinking like, you know what? I met a guy like him before too at one time, and they was just they didn't see the fight the way we seen the fight.
I mean, just because I said I'm Earl Spence, no. We can have this conversation about other fighters. We were just on that topic. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about that particular fight right there. That particular.
Oh
fight.
Yeah, I mean, the way I seen it, yeah, y'all. I'm not downplaying nothing. Y'all, none of it showed y'all that I was downplaying it. I said, like when he hurt him bad. But was he rocking with him in between certain things? That's why I'm just saying that. I'm not saying like, look, Dad, you want me to say that that he was just punishing him. Like if he was punishing him and he lasted 9 rounds, then that guy tell you a lot about him. Then
I just want you to see the fight from some clear lenses. That's it.
I mean, yeah, I see it clear. I see it clear. You know what I mean? We just don't see it the same way. That's all.
Even Earl seen it a little different than you seen it. So.
I mean, but you can't give me that answer, Dad.
Huh?
Come on, chill out. I said you can't give me that answer. You just that was a slick one, Dad.
No. I'm just saying. I know he gotta be like, yo,
that's a guess. I mean, that don't even mean nothing. I ain't even get up here for that. You know, I just got up here because we was on that topic, and I was, brought up. You know what I mean? From what I seen, like I could be 100% wrong though.
Able to lower you into this
but I ain't wrong what I seen though.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm happy we was able to lower you into this conversation. I'm happy.
Right. You ain't lower me in that.
No, I don't mean lower you. I don't mean like lower you. I don't mean like anything. Yeah.
But
my brain works, Zab. I ain't.
But respectfully, I think Terrence gets his ass at 54 just as bad.
Right. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. All I'm saying is that I've seen too much things happen in boxing that I wouldn't be blown away. Like I just wouldn't. Man. You feel me?
Man, appreciate you for calling in, man.
Word. All right, y'all. Hey.
Apostle, Hennessy or Cognac?
Yeah, I gotta love the people. The people's channel.
Hennessy or Cognac? Which one, guys?
Stop man. Hey, man. I know you was laughing. I know you was laughing at my face expression that whole time. I was like, what the what?
Like, oh my God.
all I did to stay awake was look at Apostle's face
Nah,
expressions.
I had to just hear him say it. Like I had to like, get this shit out.
He goes, I see that you're heavily a heavy Errol Spence fan base.
You're heavily invested into the brand of the big fish. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think even Errol seen it that way.
I don't 100%. I don't even think Arrow's seen it that way. My nigga, the way you seen it.
I said, yo,
Man. I
Apostle
didn't log off, bro.
then he leaves. I said, oh hell no, you gonna come right back here. Don't you get going nowhere. Hold on.
Nah. You know how you like do like this and the whole screen just go off?
Yeah.
I did it by mistake. That was by mistake.
Nah, you good, buddy. You good, buddy.
Hey,
Everything in boxing was goody.
Hold on.
You wanted to pull up like,
My
yeah,
bad.
nigga. I
I'm
got
in
the
the
new shit. He like, I
I'm
got
in
the new shit, nigga.
I'm
Yeah,
driving. I'm in
I know
traffic,
you trying
man.
to show us that new Chrysler. I see you. I see you showing off. I see you.
Nah.
I
Hey,
see.
salute to Zab, man. I love y'all show, man. Zab, yeah, I know you don't remember, but I met you, man, way back in the day when we was it was a Floyd and Canelo fight, man. It was a long time ago, but man, you was one of my favorite fighters growing up, man, for
Thank
sure,
you.
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, legend.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
But man, hey, I heard y'all because I was a little bit behind, right? Because I was watching the show, but I came in late, so I was a little bit behind. But I heard y'all talking about the AB and Blair Cobb fight. I won't smoke, Zab. So you know, hey, we could put whatever on it. I'll send my bread to Mills
Who
ahead
you
of time. I
got?
love AB. I love AB, but man, it ain't happening for no more for AB.
So
Told you
so
that.
it's safe to say that you getting rid of your money by betting on Black Ops.
I'm definitely betting on Blair Cobb for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we keep talking about
So
if AB do this
what's your
and
name again? What's your name again?
it, everything boxing.
Everything
I,
boxing.
I got
I just want to document where the donation came from when the shit
it.
when the
Hey,
shit comes in.
hey, man, I'm a huge AB fan, but I gotta keep it a buck, man. You can't do the things that AB has done in this game and continue to be able to be on top like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You gotta elaborate on that one. You can't just drop that like that. What do you
Well, you
mean? What do
come
you
on,
mean by
Zach. We
things AB have done? What?
outside of the ring. Outside of the ring. I'm gonna leave it like that. Outside of the ring.
We still throwing our hands up at you. Like what? What are you
Okay.
talking about?
All right. Okay. Bet. Since we gonna go there, we gonna go there. AB, he didn't say it out his own mouth that he been on 2-year drinking binges to where all he do is wake up, drink till he pass out, and then do the same thing the next day for 2 years straight. Right? We know that in order for Kevin Cunningham to say, you know what, I ain't messing with him no more. We know what was going on. We know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? AB, you cannot play boxing. You know that, Zab. You're one of the best that's ever did it. And you can't continue to play boxing over and over and over and destroy your body and then think that you ever gonna be anywhere near what you used to be. Like AB ain't really been like if I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? And I hate to sound like I'm shitting on him because like I was a huge Adrien Broner fan. I think we all was, but AB ain't looked good in the fight since 2017, and that
Damn.
was probably against Jesse Vargas. It's the last time I can say, okay, AB looked good, like to where he let his hands go and he really went in there and did his thing. And that was against Jesse Vargas. And it was crazy because I believe he's trained with Tank and Kevin Cunningham in that fight. He was with
Right.
Tank, yeah, Kevin Cunningham. He was with Erickson Lubin and all of them in that camp. And that was the last time that I seen AB, and I was like, okay, yeah, man, he really did his thing in that fight, and it was a draw.
Okay. So how do you feel now knowing that he's back in training camp with Tank again for this fight?
I mean, I feel that he's not gonna look good because